Jen was supposed to be posting her video first today, but after yesterday's events, she no longer feels comfortable posting it. Hopefully it still will be posted in a couple of days. She just needs to process what happened and feel a little bit more secure again. But until then, I thought it would be really productive to make a grounding video. I know a lot of people are struggling right now, and a lot of people have really been affected by what's been happening with Trisha. So I figured that a grounding video would be very beneficial, but I wanted to do it a little differently. In my grounding video, I am not only going to be talking about grounding skills, I'm going to be taking some of them. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired and like my body's already shutting down. But I wanted to do this first. We're not only going to be talking about grounding skills, we are going to be doing them. And I'm going to be talking you through it. And it's going to be kind of like an ASMR video without being very ASMR-y, because I'm broke and I can't afford a microphone for ASMR. I mean, like, we have a whole bunch in our wish list, but we can't afford them yet, so. But we're gonna do our best, and hopefully this is helpful to somebody, because we want you guys to feel safe and okay and just breathe and be alright, okay? So we're going to start. I have some things here for us to start with, and hopefully they do help some of you. So the first thing we're going to use are candles. This is what my candle looks like, and it's one of my favorites. If you've ever been in any of my lives on TikTok, you can see I always have it with me. If I start to get overwhelmed, I will start sniffing it. That is why our candle sniffing merch came from. But yeah, usually what I will do is I will inhale it and count to 5, and then I will exhale and count to 7. That will usually, if it's just mild anxiety or I'm just very lightly dissociating, that will bring me back, because it does have a very strong scent. It is French linen scented. It's one of my favorite scents, but you can use any scent that makes you comfortable or that you like a lot, that's soothing for you. This is soothing for me, so I will go. And that will usually help. I like the tin that it comes in as well, so usually I will fidget with that if I need a little extra sensory. I will fidget with the sound. And usually just kind of playing with that makes me feel a little bit better. Not everybody likes that sound, that's okay. Sometimes I'll just tap on it. I know that it comes off very ASMR-y, but I do it for myself and it makes me feel better. I find it very soothing. And that's just kind of what I do. So that's with the candle. But I did mention, or did I mention? I think I mentioned it in my head. I'm not sure. I'm very tired. That even though I've never used the candle yet, we are going to for the sake of the video. So we have some matches here. Please, if you are a little watching this and you want to be soothed or something like that, matches are only for bigs. So please remember that. We're going to have some skills and some grounding things for the little ones, but this is only for bigs, or if you have someone big around you to do for you. For me, I just like the matches. I like the sound of them. I like to shake them. If I'm not burning something, like a candle, then I just kind of really play with them like this. I don't take them out of the package, but sometimes it's nice to, and we're going to be burning our candle, so I always find that soothing. I don't know who else here likes fire, but I find that very soothing. We're going to light our candle. Okay. It smells very yummy. I'm going to turn on the light a little bit so you can see it. Watching the flame can be very, very soothing as well. Do not put your hands in it though. I know some people like to put their fingers through flames and stuff like that. Just watch it and breathe. Count your breathing. So as you're watching the candle and you're watching it dance, you're watching the flames, just inhale to 10. And exhale. There you go. Inhale again. And exhale. Try not to burn out the candle. So, we have our candle. I'm going to put it to the side now. So I kind of like this lighting a little bit better. It's not as bright, it's a little soothing. Yeah. The next thing I'm gonna suggest are essential oils. I have a lot. So we have some eucalyptus, we have some peppermint, and we have some tea tree. Tea tree is very strong. I don't personally like it, but if you like tea tree, go for it. But I definitely recommend lavender, eucalyptus, or peppermint. These are the ones that I have on hand right now. Peppermint and eucalyptus. We're very ASMR today. I'm going to be using the eucalyptus tonight. And really what you can do is that you just open it up. If you want, you can put a little on your wrist. You can sniff it from the bottle. This is very strong. So I don't even have to put it that close. I can smell it from here. And you're going to do the same breathing exercises that you did with the candle. You're going to inhale to 5, exhale to 7. Just kind of focus on your breathing. Eyelashes are peeling off. It's that time of night, guys. Okay, do it one more time. It's good. This can help a lot when you're dissociating or you're having really bad anxiety. I tend to go for lavender when I'm having really bad anxiety, but eucalyptus is so strong that it kind of jolts me out of it a little bit. So I definitely suggest getting some sort of essential oil. Now I know not everybody has essential oils, and so I have backup. We have Purell, and I know that sounds really, really unconventional, but Purell actually has a very strong scent, and I kind of like fiddling with the bottle. I like fiddling with the sleeve. I like opening and closing it. It makes a nice little sound. And it smells really good. Another great thing about the fact that this is about using Purell is that I don't necessarily like rubbing essential oils all over my hand. It's just a sensory thing for me. But for hand sanitizer, you can do that, and it's great for this time of year. So if you're having anxiety over the coronavirus or anything like that, you can just rub it all over your hands. And you can focus on going in between your fingers. You can focus on getting it all over your hands. You can also do this with lotion. Lotion is great. I just don't have any lotion right now because we ran out because I use it so often. I'm broke. So, and the great thing about this is also, like the essential oil or the lotions, once your hand is completely covered and you focused on that, you focus on the sensory, you can sip it. I'm all about scents, so. And with the breathing and the strong scents, it should help you bring you down a little bit. Now, I know that scents don't always work. Sometimes you need a little bit more of a distraction. Don't make fun of me for this, I tried. I have crayons and I have a canvas to color on. So this is how it's gonna work. We have our canvas, we have our pack of 64 crayons, and I'm not gonna be making a masterpiece for you because it's way too late at night for that. But if your essential oils aren't helping, your lotion or whatever you're using to rub on your hands and stuff after isn't helping, your candle isn't helping, and drawing usually grounds you and brings you down and brings down anxiety and distracts you, then I definitely suggest doing that. I got a canvas and crayons because I like the sound that it makes on the canvas, as well as being able to get my aggression out on the crayon. So and I just like doing that. I literally might color this whole thing. It's very soothing. As you're doing this, I want you to focus on what you're doing. I want you to focus on the crayon, the strokes that it makes back and forth. I want you to focus on the sound that it's making as you're coloring. I want you to breathe. Breathing is so important, guys. Oh my god, my eyelash. Breathing is so important. Do your breathing exercises. As you're coloring, just keep doing them. I actually really love the sound that it's making. Imagine how much better this would be with a microphone. Okay, I know you can't really see it because of the lighting. I apologize, but kind of say it like that. And it just really helps. I don't know. I find it really relaxing. So that is another skill that you can do. Drawing is really healthy and really great. And if it's something that really brings down your anxiety, then I definitely suggest it. Last but not least, I promised something for the littles, and I do not disappoint. I have two things for my little ones, and anyone can really use this. It's not only for the little ones, it's so helpful, even for myself. So we're gonna do that first. I have this. This is Candy, our unicorn. Candy also Candy does that. She is one of our favorite fidget toys. Anytime we have really high anxiety, we immediately go for it. Other fidget toys could be fidget spinners, could be anything you really find really helpful. Things with texture for sure. This little tuft right here is really rough, whereas her ears are really stretchy and soft, and then the rest of her crinkles. even if you're dissociating out to the sound of her, it can still help kind of bring you back. Just focus on her, focus on how she feels, focus on that rough tuft of hair, and compare it to the rest of her that's so velvety and soft. And then you have this. Listen to the crinkles. And I find it really, really helpful. We actually got her for like $1 at like just a toy store, and it's for ages, everyone. It's literally for all ages. It literally says all ages on it, so this can be really, really helpful. It's one of our favorites. But if you don't have a fidget like that, crinkling paper or little baggies works. Fidget spinners work. If you have like chewy tubes or something like that, that could help. I know oral fixation is a big thing for a lot of people. That's why I actually have a tongue ring. I fidget with it a lot. Things like that. Just focus on it, and we always remember to breathe. I know my little ones were expecting a stuffy, so we have our teddy bear. It is one of our favorite grounding tools. This one is a little weighted, and a lot of the time what we'll do is that we'll just hug it. Squeezing it really, really tight helps. And just kind of rocking. Make sure to breathe. Feeling the fur and kind of comparing it with the rest of it. Is it soft like a bunny? Is it rough? How does it feel to the rest of the body? It has a nice little ribbon that I like to play with. So comparing the fur to the ribbon. What does the ribbon feel like? Is it smooth? Is it silky? What does the fur feel like? How do they feel compared to each other? If you have something that you can spray your stuffies with, if you have a partner spraying it with their cologne or their perfume, spraying it with just a scent that makes you feel good, even rubbing a little lavender into it or something like that, that can help, so that when you have your stuffy and you sniff it, it makes you feel better, and you can just hug it. Make sure to breathe. Always, always breathe. Always, always breathe. And I like doing that. They're really, really helpful. It doesn't have to be a big teddy bear like this either. It could be any stuffy that you have. Now, we all know that drinking water is so important. So, make sure to drink as much water as possible. Cold is preferable, especially if you're going through anxiety or dissociating, but definitely drinking water in general. We have this big boy. And that's what we drink from. I also like the sound of water. I told you we're going ASMR. So if you have a water bottle and you need to drink, but like it's kind of hard, kind of having that sound of the water and slowly sipping it helps too. Okay, I know I said the stuffies and stuff were the last one, and I wasn't gonna do this because I don't have an ice tray, so I don't have ice cubes, but I still wanted to mention it because it is so, so helpful for so many people. So this is what I have to use. This is a frozen can of juice. This is what we're using. If the other things aren't working for you, I definitely suggest holding something frozen, preferably an ice cube, but we don't have that right now. So we're gonna go with this. You're gonna hold it in your hands. You can have an ice cube in both hands. Right now I'm just holding it in this. And you're gonna hold it and squeeze it until it melts. You're obviously gonna breathe the whole time, but this is actually really good for if you're having high anxiety or you're having some not great thoughts. I definitely suggest this. If it is not helping when you hold the ice, you could get a frozen bag of vegetables or something, and you can either put it on the back of your neck, or you can take the frozen vegetables and you can put it over your face. And that a lot of the time will help bring the anxiety right down. Just make sure to take deep breaths while it's there because it's cold, but it usually will snap you right out of it. Make sure to always use other skills along with it though, so that you can bring yourself completely down. Okay. The last things I like to use are guided meditation, listening to ASMR, or listening to sounds that you find soothing. So falling rain, certain music, things like that, that could be really, really, really helpful. It can help you go to sleep, it can help calm you down. Whatever the situation is, I actually personally use guided meditation and ASMR in order to fall asleep at night, otherwise I cannot fall asleep. So I'm going to leave you guys on this. Hey Google, play rain sounds. You are all so loved, so important, and so safe. I know a lot has gone on in the last few days, but as a community, we are going to get out of this together. Make sure you do your self-grounding skills. Make sure you do your self-care. Try to get some sleep. And we will always, always be there for you guys.